It made me feel good because I had the opportunity to play college football again, but it was a long drive. That's what I will say, but it was worth it. It was worth it.
You spent that year in between Michigan State and here
Yes, sir.
in school, but not playing football.
Right.
What did you kind of do to stay busy all year?
I got a job. Wanted to make money for myself and not depend on my parents. Took care of my academics and worked out with my dad nonstop. Worked out at some other facilities back in Chicago as well, but really just staying focused because I didn't want to get myself in trouble back in Chicago because we know the stereotype that comes with Chicago. So just kept myself busy.
What was that job?
Where I worked at?
Yeah.
I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods. I was working at the cashier and I was working in the clothing department. So it was fun, but it was on your feet for 8 hours straight. I was like, yeah, nah, this is not for me. Not for me.
How many hours a week were you working?
I was a part-time, so I was working anywhere from about 25 to about 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice little money, but yeah.
Probably made you want to get back to college football, right?
Goodness gracious, most definitely. I was like, yeah, I'd much rather be in practice than doing this right now. But yeah.
What did you learn from your year at Michigan State or your time at Michigan State?
At Michigan State, I learned how, to watch film more. I learned how to study my opponent because I had older guys there, such as Shalik Calhoun, and he would, stay in my ear and, keep the younger guys motivated. And I took that with me here, and I spent a lot of time with the younger guys because I could see at times when they get, discouraged, and I just stay in their ear, keep them motivated, and let them know that, we all went through it before. So I'm like, if you ever need anything or need anybody, I'm here for you, regardless of what's going on. I tell them, look, at times whenever coaches are telling you things, of course you take what they tell you, but also let it go through one ear and out the other because you need to live to play another play. That play you did last time, it's in the past. You need to move on. So just being there as a guidance for them.
Thanks, Enoch.
No problem.
What's the adjustment been like in this new defense for you? If
If
anything.
I wouldn't say really it wasn't much of an adjustment. I would say the main thing that comes to mind when I think about this defense is the free play that we have at defensive line and the confusion that we cause when we switch from a 3-down front to a 4-down front or a 4-down front to a 3-down front. And then you just look at the offensive linemen while they're in their stance, they're looking back and forth, trying to make adjustments. So I like that. It keeps them on their toes and, it allows us to have our own identity and not have everybody just thinking about when they think of Oklahoma State, not just the offense, but defense. Now we're starting to build a name for ourselves. So I like that here.
I don't know if this is the right word, but you guys get jealous at all of all the hype the offense gets and you guys not maybe getting enough attention?
No, not at all. Well, in my opinion, I would say no because offense, they bring out, the fans and stuff, but defense, in my opinion, we win championships. So they can do what they got to do, and we'll continue. We'll be on the back burner, but we'll still take care of business.
How would you describe Jim Knowles as a person?
Oh, my goodness, Coach Knowles, energetic. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Energetic, enthusiastic. Regardless if we're on, like, the 50-yard line, he's right here. When he talks, you would think he's standing right next to you. But he's a very smart guy. For every position, cornerbacks, linebackers, defensive line, he's there to give information and advice to everybody. So I feel like having a guy like that come in and always being active with every position group is key for us.
What's he like off the field?
Off the field, he's a funny guy. Especially in the meeting room, he has that defender of the day. When he puts up pictures of certain people, like for Brendan Evers, he has a wrestler called Butterbean, and it's hilarious, but it keeps everybody engaged. And we also do things like games every day. We have Jeopardy to test our knowledge on the field, make us think real quick, and it allows everybody to build that camaraderie in the room and come more closer to the coaches as well. So I feel like him installing that into us is allowing us to come closer and be more tight-knit, and I feel like it'll be evident come August 30th.
Do you ever get nervous about who you might get compared to?
I mean, not really, because I know at the end of the day it's all jokes and giggles, but every time you see that word defender of the day, you're thinking like, oh my goodness, is it going to be me? Is it going to be me? What's the picture going to be? But everybody gets a laugh out of it.
Would you say more nerves, or are you more excited to see? Because odds are it's
right.
Without so many people,
yes, sir.
Make fun of somebody else today.
I would say I wouldn't say nervous. I would say anxiety in a way because you're like, oh snap, here it comes, wait. It's like some people at times they close their eyes and they open their eyes and they see it and everybody just bust out in a laugh. So I'll say more anxiety a little bit, but I say nervous, not at all.
Has Butterbean been the funniest to you, or is there any others that stood out?
Oh, no, not at all. AJ Green, Lil Bill, hilarious. That is hilarious, hands down. That's my favorite one.
That was like the first one, if I'm not mistaken.
One of the first few, yes sir. Yes, sir.
What player would you say has had maybe like the best or the funniest reaction when they've seen themselves up there?
Ooh, let me see. Funniest. I'll say it'd have to be between Trey Carter and I'll say Brendan Evers because most of the time when they call people up to the front and they have the picture up there, they tell them to act out the same image that the person is doing in the picture. And, like when they do it, you can see almost identical, like from the picture. So it's just hilarious.
What was Trey Carter's?
Oh my goodness! I don't even remember. I just remember his reaction when he stood up and he's like his hands were in his face. Everybody was just laughing, but it was just all funny games.
That's funny. Switch